so ladies, we're going to do a 1 month check-in. So in a previous episode, we talked about getting our affairs in order. We talked about some of the things we've had to go through in helping family members and other things and realizing ourselves, do we have our own affairs in order? So, and we came to a realization, we don't. We have some things, but are they really? So we gave ourselves 3 months to do something. So this
Was
is
it to
our
do
one
something or to get it all done?
to get on the right path for it, I
Okay.
guess. I don't know if we can get it all done,
Okay.
but we maybe can have more things in place.
Right.
So
And knowing what maybe the
yeah,
next step is that needs
yeah.
still to be
Right.
completed.
Okay.
So 1 month check-in. Have you done anything?
I have.
You
You
have?
have? What have you done? That's
It's
awesome.
What have you? Well, I do. I did too. So go ahead.
I went and so I'm getting all our financials in play. I've got all that stuff in the works or has been completed. So we have a beautiful picture of all our finances. So to take the next step of where they're allocated and stuff like that, I'm having these sessions with a financial planner of understanding exactly what we're doing with this stuff, and I've tied up all the loose ends of any of our assets. There's one more that I can't tie up until the new year, but I am at this place where going into the new year, now I'm just going, this is estate planning. This is what we want done with these assets and what to do with us and our medical. I haven't done anything on the medical side. So I'm feeling really, really good.
Yeah, you're like I'm like okay. I was just gonna tell you one thing I've done. I was like, holy crap.
No, it snowballed though. It really
Okay,
did snowball.
okay. So I mine was a little more simpler. Um, I have um written down like all my stuff. So and it's in a safe deposit box, like a fireproof. So my sons can unlock it and there's a list of stuff there. And I actually have an appointment with a woman next week because when I stopped one job and this and that, the whole life insurance thing. So I want to have a small life insurance just to help with any end of the thing. So I'm doing that next week. That's where I am right now.
That's good.
Okay. Miss Tracy E, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. And that's
That's
fine.
nothing. You guys
That's
are like,
okay.
I'm like, oh my God. I I mean, way to go, Tracy. That's really important. We
Yeah,
have
she's
sort of um that financial stuff is already has been in play for quite some time on in our household. Dave and I do that on a regular basis with our financial planner, so that's sort of already in play, and we already know where all of those assets are going to go to. So that is kind of like a checkbox, but like all
It's
of the
a big
other,
checkbox. Yeah.
it is a big checkbox, yeah, for sure. But like yeah, I mean, I have to buy the binder and the tabs and start working on that stuff,
yeah.
Yeah. But
Maybe
just
that would be a Christmas present.
huh?
Maybe that would be a Christmas present.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I saw that. You know what? That's a great present for my husband. I'll buy him the black binder and the tabs and go, okay, we got to start working on this. It's Q1. We're into Q2 of 2025. And last year we had a conversation in December sometime about getting our ducks in a row. As morbid as some people think that conversation is, but basically to figure out what to do for the end of your life and what needs to be done, what needs to be taken care of, decisions that need to be made, financials, who gets what, all of the stuff. So I was just wondering where everybody is in that ducks in a row situation?
Well, right now, my ducks are running in every which way, but straight. They're not in a row.
Go ahead,
Um,
Michelle. Tell us all what you've done.
okay. I have done, yeah, I've done a few things. Do I feel confident though in everything to be ready? No. And I am, it's a goal for the whole year to get this together because, I've had two surgeries. I've had one cancer survivor, then I've gone through the second surgery here. So it's always in my mind. I have all those type of paperwork together, that power of attorney, whatever, when you go through surgery and, who, if something should happen, whatever. And my sons know if I pass, when I pass, what I want. But details like for them to walk in and to be able to find everything all in this one place. Yeah, no. I've just been overwhelmed the past couple of years taking care of my partner's mom, the moving multiple times, the her passing, surgeries, like it's just been so much for me. And I'm not making excuses, but I am making excuses. Like
No,
I don't have time, you know?
I think all of that is really valid. I don't think it's something that sits in the forefront of your mind to go, oh my God, I need to get my funeral
Right.
details
But
taken care of right
it's so
now.
funny. It does come up in my mind. So
Mhm,
I do think about it very often.
mhm.
So I know I will do this, but I love that we've talked about it. I love Tracy E that you have this binder, and there's somebody I follow on Instagram that also does it. That's what she teaches people, like this is what you need, this is what you should put together, and the whole thing. And I just want to say this. I don't think we're having this conversation because we're at a certain age. I do believe you should have this all done even at a young age
Mhm.
because
Especially if it's kids.
we're never guaranteed a late life.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It can end at any point. So, with that said, I could preach it all I want.
Do as I say, not as I do.
I have a duck running
Good
over there.
parental advice, Tracy.
I have a duck running over there. There's some under my bed.
Well, my ducks aren't in a row either. I have taken steps for sure. Like Michelle said, I bought a binder and wrapped that up. That was a Christmas present for my husband. It's called The Binder. And the instructions are on the inside of that binder. There's a couple of sections that are getting filled in, which is good. But yeah, I mean, it's not in the forefront of my mind. I'll think about it and I'll go, you know what? I'm going to sit down. I'm going to do concerted effort on, what needs to happen for this particular part of my life.
Mhm.
And I have done that, but no, I mean there's tons more, way more. I've done the easier stuff.
Yeah.
The
Right.
really difficult stuff is still left to be done. So,
Yes.
but I do appreciate the fact that we did have that conversation in December because, like you said, it is something that crosses my mind a lot. And I think, yeah, you know what? I really need to spend some time on this.
Yeah.
Dave and I need to sit down and like work on
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tracy G, where's all your ducks?
So they're gathered right here, kind of living around in the little pond, but getting out.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, not doing as much as I thought I would have done by now. Um, I am, and that all started with my stepmother,
Mhm.
and
Right.
we're still in the middle of selling her house, which is just whatever in these times. And so my financials are done, but nothing to do with um, like no one, we have nothing written down about what we want to do when we pass. I don't have any medical thing in place
Mhm.
where
Power of attorney.
not the medical one. There's we call it something else. Anyways,
Yeah.
I don't have that, which really bothers me. And then my husband says, he goes, Tracy, where's all all the information about the business and everything. And I go, yeah, I got that. Everything, every password, safety deposit box, everything is under my umbrella, which works for us. But if I hit by a car, they could find it. It just would be very hard. So that
Yeah.
is my top priority, is to make that part easier. And then we still have to update our will to make it just a little tighter, and the medical things. So, and then purge the house, and then
Yeah. Yes.
working on it.
Yes.
But I think if we keep talking about it, even if like this month or this week you do something towards it, it's better than not having it
Yeah.
at top of mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, for sure.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Agree.
So do I.
And there's things you can't even go online and download things to say, hey, what do you need to do on this? And I mean, I had to start this, and I know all three of us have had this situation. I mean, when my mom knew she was passing, like she started just throwing all this information at me, like, and Tracy G, she was kind of like you. She had everything, only my stepdad didn't know how to do anything. She was the one who did everything. And so she's throwing all this stuff at me, and then she passes, and now I had to translate it to an 80-year-old
Yeah.
man who's never even written a check,
Yeah.
you know? So I think I do. We're aware of it, but we always think we have time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't simply go online and ask, what do I need to have in order? Like,
Yeah.
even if you say, well,
I
I don't have anything yet. Okay, but you still can have things
Yep.
placed into an order, you know?
Yeah. I think it's also relevant to know what's important for where you live because,
Mhm.
your rules, Michelle, will be different than my rules. My rules would be different than your rules, Tracy, even though we're in the same country.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like, yeah,
yeah,
it is very different of
it is.
what can happen and what can't happen and, all of
Yes,
that stuff. So, yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a good update. And,
Yep,
we should do it in another, maybe at the end of Q4 of this
yep,
year, have another one just to say how are we doing on that
yeah,
and
yeah,
keep our viewers, come
yeah,
on, people, get on that.
Yeah. If they want to motivate us by
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. So this will be an ongoing conversation. So if you have questions, always put them in there and we will keep updating you.
Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you as a regular member of our community.